fat is all my fault, isn't it? Why can't I stop eating this chocolate? I'm so weak. Why can't I just stop eating it? Look at me. I've got love handles. Look at those thighs. I can't stand it. Why do I keep eating this chocolate? Oh my God, it's so good. Why does it taste so good? Why can't I stop eating this chocolate? Have you ever been here? I have. And I've got friends who are here so regularly. So is it our fault that we put on weight? Is it our fault that we have no willpower? Is it our fault that we cannot just stop? Well, guess what? I have news for you. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Belinda, and I'm very passionate about helping women get their health back on track. Okay, because sometimes we feel like we're all alone and we can't do it ourselves. And, you know, a lot of the women I speak to feel like they're weak. They feel like they're out of control. They feel like they're been, you know, on this track for so long and they can't get back to where they want to be, especially when they have sleeping issues or energy issues or autoimmune problems and thyroid issues as well. And they really can't get back on track the right way. And I'm here to tell you that it is not actually your fault, okay? So stop blaming yourself. Stop feeling guilty. Stop telling yourself that you're so weak and you can't do this. Because guess what? You can. You have just been told so many lies that, you know, it gets into our subconscious, including the fact that we're weak and including the fact that we can't control ourselves, okay? Because what they actually do, this is actually a statement from Warren Buffett, actually, and he says that chains of habit are so light that they can't even be felt, okay? And they get so heavy that they are so hard to be broken. Now, marketing plays a huge role in these habits. They use a lot of marketing tricks and they use a cue and a reward to help you get into a habit cycle and to help them profit from things. So, for example, a habit cue reward for smoking, for example. Okay, you create a new habit, they put a cue into it. I'm just going to read out this little thing that I've got here, and they culture that habit to drive a craving, okay? So obviously the nicotine craving is the one that happens with cigarettes. Sugar is a different one. You get a dopamine hit from sugar, and it keeps going around in cycles. Like, you know, I think about my son who gets stuck on the computer and he gets, you know, stuck on a game, and it's a cue habit reward, okay? And I know that it's human nature, okay? So what do you do to help you get out of these cycles? Well, the first thing is to know that you're in this cycle. Like, realize that you are literally in this cycle and you can't get out of it, okay? But you can once you realize that you're in this cycle. And then you need to create new habit loops, okay? Realize that you've been tricked, you've been lied to about certain health things, and they're not helping you, they're not serving you. And that's the first step, is realizing that you have been tricked and you are in this habit cycle, you know, that you've got a cue and a reward going on in your life somewhere, whether it be sugar, whether it be cigarettes, whether it be whatever that is. There's so many different things, whether it be drinking 2 liters of water a day, you know, all of these little tricks that are, you know, creating habits in our lives and that are not actually serving us. So the first step is learning what those things are and realizing, oh wow, I have really been lied to here. I've really been tricked. And that is the first step to realizing, holy crap, I need to change some habits, okay? So that's the first step. And it's not your fault. It is realizing that it's not your fault, and stop playing this guilty game with yourself and making yourself feel guilty, making yourself feel worse, because that is not going to help you either. It really isn't, okay? So stop blaming yourself and stop blaming willpower, because humans do not have it. We just need to change the way that we look at things. And the first step is working out what lies we've actually been told so that we can change those habits. We can't change the habit if we don't know it's a bad habit. We really can't. So that's the first step, is learning, oh my gosh, I've been lied to here. I need to change this habit, okay? But guess what? It's not your fault. And you're not the only one. Like a lot of my clients think, oh, wow. You know, when I get into these mentoring groups that I'm doing currently, and they hear the other ladies' stories, they go, wow, I thought it was only me, but it's not. So find people who are in a similar situation to yourself and wanting to escape that problem to help support one another and realize that you're not alone and help you change those habits for the better. But the first thing is actually finding out what is a lie and what is not. And then you can start working towards the right direction, okay? You know, there's no point walking through a forest getting more and more lost if you don't know what is actually truth and what is not, okay? Anyway, I hope you found this useful. And if you have been there, then let me know. You know, let's support other women in realizing that they're not alone, okay? Because I've been there. I've got friends who've been there. We had this huge conversation at my mother's group the other day about how we can't stop eating chocolate and how, you know, we feel guilty. And then we look in the mirror and we go, oh my gosh, look at these love handles here. Why can't I just stop? You know, you're eating chocolate in one hand and looking in the mirror in the other. Like, it's literally a habit, literally an addiction. And when you realize that you've been lied to about certain things, that's when you can start changing things. Anyway, if you're watching live, then let us know live. And if you're catching this on the replay, then say replay. Okay, bye.